Welcome to your Leo horoscopes for the week ending June 15th, 2024. And get some moon action this week. I did not threaten you with it last week because I didn't do horoscopes last week, unfortunately. Um, However, yeah, it was gonna happen. It doesn't matter. And we're really kicking off the week with the moon moving into Leo. It's in Cancer for like a few hours on Sunday, but it's officially in Leo by the end of Sunday. And it comes in with kind of a bang, unfortunately, as it comes in a T square with Pluto and Mars. Although it's not just the challenge, it comes in helpful ways too. The challenge is really big, and I kind of feel like a lot of times when a planet comes in with a major challenge like that, but also an overlaying helping hand like that, it's kind of that lesson of which way do you want to look? Do you want to focus on the hardship, making everything harder? Or do you want to focus on, okay, that's difficult, but let's focus on what I do have control over and improving on that, if that makes sense. So the challenge is a familiar one. The moon's focus is really bringing that well, actually, at the beginning of the week, the moon's focus is on those that support you. And it's that emotional feeling when you don't feel like you have a support system, which is defined by Pluto really influencing those that love you. So it's, kind of like they're not there, or they are there, but they're not really doing what they should be doing, if that makes sense. Both planets in a square with Mars, which is focused on your long-term financial goals. So we're really looking at this lack of support being in your financial goals specifically. So either somebody, every time you make a little money and put it away, somebody is spending it, or you have specific goals, but your partner has different goals and they just don't line up and you wind up arguing about it. It's something along those lines. But the moon's grand sextile with Jupiter as well as Neptune kind of really helps out with that, because it shifts your focus away from being angry about what you're not getting, what you feel like you're not getting, and actually tells you to focus on what you can do to fix this problem. So I've kind of been in a situation for several years actually where with my partner, where I'm so focused on the choices that he's making that I don't agree with, that I'm not making the right choices to help myself. And this is exactly what this whole thing is saying. It's saying you can focus on what this pattern that keeps making you angry. What if the pattern is that you keep getting sucked into what they're doing and you're not focused on what you need to do? Right? When you focus on what you need to do, you get better results. That's just how it is, because you're not relying on somebody who may or may not get it done. As we move into Monday and Tuesday, the challenge, that huge challenge, goes away. It's no longer there. We move into a sextile with Mercury that continues for both the days, Monday and Tuesday. And Mercury is very much focused on career. So we're basically, the moon's focus is on the inner closet, and we're using the release of those experiences and what we've learned from them to better our careers and sort of implement that into your career. Now, it's not so black and white for everybody, but for me, the trauma that I sustained in my life, especially growing up, has really helped me to be able to connect with other people who are in the same boat, so I can help them overcome that trauma as I have overcome that trauma. That's a black and white with everybody, but believe it or not, our trauma does teach us a lot of things. And it also helps us connect to the people that need the help, that also in turn helps us build up our career and our legacy as well. This sextile is joined by a trine with Mars. Now we had a difficulty with Mars a couple of days ago, and now there's a trine with Mars. And again, we're focused on building that income. Now we're focused again on putting a lot of energy into our financial goals, and our career is definitely helping with that. So it really is all about the way that you look at it. Again, I think that's a big lesson for you guys. The way you look at it determines the outcome. If it's always bad, it's going to continue to always be bad. If it's always an improvement, you're going to continue to have an improvement. That's basically what that is there. And so the moon's not necessarily creating a bunch of challenges, but challenges have to happen as part of that lesson. And the longer it takes you to learn that lesson, the more challenges you're going to have to kind of force you into learning that lesson. I know it's difficult and no one wants to do it. I don't want to do it. Unfortunately, I do it to myself constantly all the time. Now, as we move out of Tuesday, moon is gone, things sort of calm down. Leo is still focused on that inner trauma place. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. As you're unpacking all of that stuff and, sort of bringing it up and releasing it, it's actually a wonderful thing because you have more room to put things that matter, things that are going to help you grow, things that are going to help you succeed in life. Everything else is like a bunch of rocks, that are dragging you down to the bottom of the river. It does not help you or benefit you in any way. So the more of that stuff you can work through and let go of and put past you, the easier it is, the swifter you'll move forward. Think about it as being weighed down by rocks. Each rock that you put down makes you feel lighter, and it makes it easier for you to move. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I'm Melissa Bruce, the Heavy Metal Psychic. I should be seeing you next week, but just in case, let me just say that things are getting really, really, really crazy around me in the next few months or so. And so consequently, as much as I want to continue to do these horoscopes, I may not be able to, but I do run a membership, and I encourage you to check out the membership, whether you have the horoscopes or not. The membership is this, but it's personalized to you. I have a reading list. I have a list of people. It's an unlisted video on YouTube, sent out and put in specific places where only the members can access it. So if you are interested in that, get in touch with me and I will see what I can do to help you get that. It is a really low price, so I encourage you to check that out. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. I will see you next week, and in the meantime, make it a great week, you guys.